George Washington visited Portsmouth, New Hampshire in 1789. Next president was John Adams. He came to Portsmouth a lot of times. His uncle was the minister at the church in Newington. Andrew Jackson came to the Granite State in 1833. It's a historical marker celebrating his visit on the Bow and Concord Town line. On that trip, Jackson stopped for a donut at a store in Hooksett. Abraham Lincoln, of course, was here in 1860, just before he became president. Woodrow Wilson had a summer White House for 2 years in the town of Cornish between 1913 and 1915. President Grover Cleveland had a grand vacation home up in Tamworth and a small fishing camp over on Ossipee. Dwight Eisenhower went fishing with Governor Sherman Adams in northern New Hampshire in 1953. Teddy Roosevelt, of course, was in Lancaster and Newbury a lot. Warren Harding hit golf balls up in Lancaster. William Howard Taft was the first president to go around New Hampshire, and in his own automobile he got lost too. Ended up in South Acworth. John Kennedy started his campaign to be president in front of City Hall in Nashua. That was January 1960. The president of the Confederate States of America, Jefferson Davis. He was very close friends with Franklin Pierce and spent a lot of time in Hampton, New Hampshire. There are dozens of other presidential visits. But just recently, I was surprised to learn that President James Monroe visited here. He visited Portsmouth and this town, Dover, in 1817. He was on a tour of the northern and eastern states right after his election. You know, the guy that came before him was James Madison, and he oversaw the War of 1812, and nobody up here like that. It ruined trade between the United States and England, and it ruined the prosperity in Portsmouth and a lot of other port cities. So he had some repairs to do here. President Monroe wanted to bring the country together. So he went on a tour to explain what he wanted. Most of the writers of that time called the tour an apology tour. The president was wined and dined in Portsmouth. He then went to Maine and then came back south, but came right through here, through Dover, where again he was celebrated. His speeches were received with a lot of applause. And you know, the trip worked. It set the tone for his term, which historians to this day call the era of good feeling.